Have you ever found yourself gazing at a calm lake just before sunset? The way the water holds the sky's reflection so effortlessly, almost as if it were created to do just that, reflect beauty. And as you imagine that scene now, you might notice how your breathing softens and a certain ease begins to settle in. And isn't it interesting how without even trying your mind begins to wander, finding its own rhythm, like a gentle wave kissing the shore? And that's right, letting yourself drift into that comfortable, natural state where everything feels just right. As you picture that lake, something curious happens. A small bird glides down, skimming the surface, creating ripples. And those ripples spread outwards, touching parts of the water that hadn't stirred for hours. Maybe that bird, without knowing it, changed the lake entirely, if only for a moment. And yet, as you watch, the ripples fade, leaving the surface smoother than before, almost like it had learned something from the experience. And isn't it fascinating how, just like that bird, small things in life, a kind word, a fleeting moment of courage, can ripple through us, changing how we see the world? It's as if, deep within us, there's a place that knows how to turn every moment into something useful, something empowering, even without consciously trying. And while your body relaxes, your mind can explore that idea, letting each breath take you a little deeper into this space of quiet knowing. And there was once a traveller walking through a dense forest, looking for a path forwards. At first, they weren't sure if they belonged in the forest at all. The trees seemed so tall, the shadows so long. And as they walked, something caught their eye, a small golden light filtering through the leaves. It was just a glimmer, faint but steady, and the traveller couldn't help but follow it. The light led them to a clearing. They saw an old guide waiting by a fire. The guide smiled and said, "Ah, you've found your way here. You've always known how, haven't you?" The traveller hesitated, unsure, but the guide just laughed gently. "You don't need to know every step to find your way. Trust yourself. Every step you've taken so far has brought you here, and every step forwards will take you exactly where you need to go." As the traveller sat by the fire, something inside began to shift. The forest no longer seemed so daunting. It was still vast, yes, but the traveller realized that the same path that led them here would lead them onwards. They didn't need to have all the answers right now. They just needed to keep walking, trusting that they had what it took to find their way. And as the firelight fades and the traveller stands ready to move forwards, it's as though their steps feel lighter now, their path clearer. They understand that confidence isn't something to search for. It's already within, growing stronger with every choice they make. And now as you return to this moment, you might begin to notice how much clearer everything feels. Your thoughts, your emotions, your sense of self. You might even find that in the coming days, moments of self-assurance appear naturally, like that golden light guiding you. When you open your eyes, you'll carry this strength with you effortlessly. Thank you for joining me by the fireside today. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.